Alfred Hitchcock, Fidel Castro, and a sausage party are all on this day. Hey, welcome back to On This Day. Today's date is August 13th, 2020. It is the 226th day of the year. We only got 141 days left. Hope next year's better. This is the 33rd Thursday of 2020 and the 54th day of summer. We got 40 days until fall. If your birthday's today, your zodiac sign is Leo. Today is also International Left-Handed Day. My son's going to rejoice. International Left-Handers Day is a day that brings attention to the struggles in which lefties face on a daily basis in a right-handed world. All right, let's see what else August 13th has given us. 1868, a 9.0 earthquake strikes southern Peru, causing 2,500 deaths and a destructive tsunami that affects Hawaii and New Zealand. In New Zealand, it's the only fatal tsunami on record, causing substantial damage to the Chatham Islands, and an estimated 20 people were washed out to sea and never seen again. It caused considerable damage in Hawaii, including washing out a big bridge they had there. 1889, William Gray of Hartford, Connecticut is granted the United States patent number 408709 for his coin-controlled apparatus for telephones. It would later be known as the payphone. 1905, Norwegians vote to end the union with Sweden. It was approved by almost 100% of the voters, with just 184 voting against the proposal out of 371,000 votes cast. Pretty close to a shutout on that one. 1918, women enlist in the United States Marine Corps for the first time. Opah May Johnson is the first woman to enlist. She was the first of over 300 women to enlist in the Marine Corps Reserve during World War I. She was 39 years old at enlistment. Johnson's first duty was to be a clerk at the Marine Corps headquarters. She had to take care of all the paperwork for all the incoming females. 1942, Major General Eugene Rybold of the United States Army Corps of Engineers authorizes the construction of a facility that would house the development of what they called substitute materials. The project later becomes known as the Manhattan Project, which was how we got to having atomic bombs. 1961, during the Cold War, East Germany closes the border between the eastern and western sectors of Berlin, and the construction of the Berlin Wall is started. The barrier included guard towers placed along large concrete walls, along with a wide area for basically mines, barbed wire, trenches, anything they could think of to stop people from going across. That barrier wasn't as much to keep, someone from invading East Germany. It was to keep their own people in, which I always thought was weird. There's some great old footage of people escaping. A lot of people died doing it too. It's really sad. 1967, two young women become the first fatal victims of grizzly bear attacks in the 57-year history of Montana's Glacier National Park. The thing is, it didn't happen like at one campsite. It happened on the same day by grizzlies, both female, separate incidents. 1969, the Apollo 11 astronauts enjoy a ticker tape parade in New York City, and that evening, they fly all the way to the other coast and have dinner in Los Angeles, where they're awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom by then-President Richard Nixon. 2004, 156 Congolese Tutsi refugees are massacred at the Gatumba refugee camp in Burundi. That one was kind of bad. I remember that happening. These people already escaped so much from their own countries, and then they end up thinking they're going to, have a safe place or just get away from whatever was going on in their country. Something like this happens. So sad. 2015, at least 76 people are killed and 212 others are wounded in a truck bombing in Baghdad, Iraq. Movies released on August 13th, Sausage Party. Yeah, Sausage Party. It's an animated film about food that's, talking to each other in the supermarket. And everyone thinks that it's a good thing to be picked and taken away. They don't realize they're going back to these people's house and being eaten. There's lessons in this movie, but you can't show your kids because it's got a lot of other types of humor in there. It's a weird movie. It's not the best movie, but that's like the best thing that came out on this day. Born on August 13th, 1860, Annie Oakley, American target shooter, legend of the Old West. 1926, everyone's favorite fuzzy-faced communist, Fidel Castro, Cuban lawyer and politician, and the 15th president of Cuba. He just died some years back. He controlled Cuba from 1959 to 2011. Now, over that time period, he had different titles. Like from 1959 to 1976, he was the prime minister of Cuba, but he basically was like the president or king of Cuba. And then he was president from 1976 to 2008. At some other point, he was the first secretary of the Communist Party of Cuba. He had all kinds of titles, but basically he was in charge of Cuba since 1959. 1982, Sebastian Stan is born. Romanian-American actor. He is best known for his roles on The Gossip Girls, Kings, Once Upon a Time, Political Animals. He's the Winter Soldier, or Bucky Barnes, in all the Captain America Avengers movies. Yeah, you know, the guy with the big metal arm? That's him. Died on August 13th, 1946, H.G. Wells, English novelist, historian, and critic. He was born in 1866. He wrote The War of the Worlds, The Time Machine, and The Island of Dr. Monroe, and he wrote The Invisible Man. 2016, we lost Kenny Baker, English actor and musician. Nobody really knows who Kenny Baker is unless you're a true fan of the series. He was the little guy in R2-D2, the little person that did R2-D2 in all the Star Wars movies. So sad. All right, that's our video today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you got some information out of it. Don't forget all the links below. Give the video a big thumbs up. Go out, be successful, be nice to each other.